Hello, my name is Heather Zapolnik, and I'm one of the counselors at Glen Oak High School. I'm here to talk to you about the scheduling and academic advising process for the 2021-22 school year. It's hard to believe that we're already halfway through this year and choosing classes for next year, but we're excited to help you through this process. This presentation is really meant for students who are currently in high school, 9th, 10th, or 11th grade, but there is some useful information that you could get if you were an incoming ninth grader or a future Glen Oak High School student. There will be a separate presentation shared specific for current eighth graders to help you transition and choose classes for the ninth grade. The first thing to consider when choosing classes are the graduation requirements. At Glen Oak High School, we require 22 credits to graduate. 4 need to be in English and 4 in math, so those subject areas you will take each year. 3 in science, 3 in social studies, a half a credit of health. If you were an Oakwood Middle School student, you likely completed that half credit there. If not, you can take that at Glen Oak. At half credit of phys ed. At Glen Oak, our PE classes are 0.25 credits, so you need to take 2 courses to meet that requirement or earn a PE waiver. A PE waiver is what the state of Ohio essentially says that you can waive your requirement to take a PE if you participate in 2 seasons of any sport or 2 years of marching band. 2 semesters of a fine art. Those semesters can be taken in 7th or 8th grade or while in high school, and 6 credits of an elective. The next thing to consider when choosing classes is, do I want a diploma with honors? So on the previous slide, I showed the basic Glen Oak High School graduation requirements, and these are the diploma with honors requirements. There are more options for a diploma with honors. However, I'm just sharing the 3 options that are most commonly used and received from Glen Oak High School students: the academic honors diploma, the international baccalaureate honors diploma, or the career tech honors diploma. So essentially with the diploma with honors, these requirements are set by the Ohio Department of Education, and they're the same for all students in the state of Ohio. And you'll notice that there's more requirements. So in the green column here are the Ohio diploma requirements that I shared in the previous slide. And in the gray columns, you'll notice the honors diploma requirements. So there's additional requirements in science and social studies. There's also a world language or foreign language requirement for diploma with honors. You noticed in the previous slide, there was no foreign language requirement. And that's a big misconception, I think, of incoming high schoolers, is that it's required to take a foreign language at Glen Oak to graduate. And it's not a requirement to get a Glen Oak High School diploma. However, it is a requirement to take multiple years to get a diploma with honors. There's also a GPA requirement, and that is an unweighted GPA requirement. It's a 3.5 on a 4-point scale. There's a testing requirement. You'll notice ACT or SAT score requirement. And if you would receive the IB or the CT honors diploma, there's a portfolio and work experience requirements. Same. The academic honors diploma is the one that typically students work towards. We recommend that if you want a diploma with honors, that you plan to get all the coursework. However, you are able to miss one requirement and still get the diploma with honors. So usually students do all the coursework, and then if they don't receive a 27 on the ACT or a 1280 on the SAT, they can still get the diploma with honors. Other considerations for choosing classes: if you're a student athlete, the Ohio High School Athletic Association requires that students be taking and passing a minimum of 5 classes each 9 weeks to be eligible to play sports. So for Glen Oak students, we typically require way more than that for you to take. However, sometimes students want to try to minimize their schedule as much as possible and that can sometimes get them in trouble. 5 classes would be all classes at Glen Oak High School, with the exception of phys ed or plus classes. The other thing to consider if you are planning to play sports in college, specifically for a Division I or Division II school, then you would want to take a look at the NCAA eligibility requirements or the NAIA eligibility requirements. NCAA tends to be a lot more stringent in what they require and what courses are approved. If you are thinking about playing college sports for Division I or Division II, we recommend that you take a look at the NCAA Eligibility Center, and you can search Glen Oak High School and you will see all the NCAA approved courses listed. The benefit of being a student at Glen Oak High School is we have a vast amount of course options and opportunities. We also recognize that sometimes having that many choices can get a little overwhelming. So we want to take some time to talk about some of those options and what is the best option for you. Here are all of our career and technical opportunities at Glen Oak High School. These opportunities would start in the junior year and continue on into the senior year. So they are 2-year programs. Students would apply for a career tech program in their sophomore year. That application for next year has been available for a couple months now. Students have been turning them in and have already been accepted to programs. Some of those programs fill up very fast and students can get put on a wait list. However, there are still a lot of programs that have offerings and openings available. So if you are a current 10th grader and you are interested in any of these opportunities, we recommend that you get an application and turn it in as soon as possible. Those applications are available on our Glen Oak webpage as well as our counselor webpage. I want to spend some time talking about our advanced curriculum options. Let's first start with honors. Honors classes are available starting as early in 9th grade and can be taken throughout your years at Glen Oak High School. The main difference between an honors class and an on-level class, so for example, an on-level English 1 or an honors English 1, is the level of rigor in an honors class. Depending on the subject area, honors classes can move at a faster pace, and the depth of knowledge in an honors class is more intense. There could be a little bit more work assigned to an honors class than an on-level class. If you are wondering if you should be doing honors or you should be doing on-level, we recommend you talk to your current teacher to give you a recommendation. Next is AP or Advanced Placement. AP is a nationally approved curriculum. It's even higher rigor, increased workload, preferred by highly selective universities. It's college level curriculum. And this is a way for students to earn college credit by taking the AP course and then the AP exam. AP classes are weighted 1 point higher in GPA than regular level courses. AP classes are available starting in the sophomore year. There's one option, AP US History in the sophomore year, and then many more options in the junior and senior year. Next is International Baccalaureate. One of the main differences between AP and IB is that International Baccalaureate classes are taken over 2 years, so in the 11th and 12th grade. The junior year is the first opportunity to take an IB course. It's an internationally approved curriculum. It's also high rigor, higher level of thinking and depth of knowledge. It's weighted similar to an AP class on a 1 point GPA scale higher. Another difference between IB and AP is that IB exams are required where AP exams are optional. However, you can also earn college credit by taking an IB exam, also preferred by highly selective universities. If you're thinking about taking an IB class and you're not quite a junior yet or going to be a junior, we recommend you be taking honors classes to prepare for that. The next advanced curriculum option is CCP. And CCP is a way to earn college credit while still in high school. The difference between IB, AP, and CCP is that CCP is a class taken through a specific university. Students can take, say, CCP or College Credit Plus classes on the college campus, on one of our local university campuses, or there are select classes that we offer at Glen Oak High School, taught by our Glen Oak High School staff who are also adjunct professors of universities. All of the courses that we offer at Glen Oak High School are listed on the CCP intent form. You notice that CCP, IB, and AP all require an additional form or application to turn in, and all of those due dates are March 1st. Students in 7th through 12th grade who will be in 7th through 12th grade next year are eligible to take CCP if they meet the requirements of the university and the course that they would like to take. If students are planning to take classes on the university campus, May 1st is the deadline to participate in CCP on the university campus. So if you want to take a class at Glen Oak High School, CCP class, March 1st is the deadline, but May 1st is the state of Ohio deadline to turn in an intent form to take a class at the university campus. All of the applications and forms for AP, CCP, IB will be available on our website. They'll be available on the counselor website. They'll also be available in classrooms in the counseling center for students to pick up. But if you are a Eagle Online student, you can access those forms online. If you have more questions about those options, because it is a little overwhelming to choose what's the right option for you, there are breakout sessions that will be virtual Google Meets available on January 28th from 6:45 to 8:15, and you do not need to attend that entire time. You're able to come and go into a Google Meet as needed. You can attend all of those sessions if you need to. And it's just a question and answer format that you can come in and ask your questions. So things to consider when you're choosing classes for next year. First is obviously the minimum graduation requirements, which were shared at the beginning of the presentation. Am I taking what I need to graduate? Second, am I being appropriately challenged in the courses that I'm choosing? Should I be taking an honors or an AP level class? Should I be taking on level in a specific subject area because that's appropriately challenging for me? All of those are great choices as long as you're choosing what's best for you. Third is, what are my goals? What do I want to do with my future? What type of university am I thinking about applying to if college is an option? Do I want to get a diploma with honors? If I want to go into a union trade, am I taking advantage of the career tech and pathway that is available to me my junior and senior year? And then lastly, the thing that we want you to consider is your mental health. We offer a lot of advanced options and we want you to take advantage of as much as that is appropriate for you. However, we also recommend that you take a healthy balance, a load that is a healthy balance for you. Students balance many things outside of academics, and we want you to make the right choice for you. So what are the next steps? Where do we go from here? I've already mentioned this several times throughout the presentation, but there is a Q&A breakout session from 6:45 to 8:15 on January 28th. Those sessions will be available for AP, IB, CCP, and Career Tech. So if you have further questions, we recommend you attend one of those, or all of those if you need to. February 1st, student advising will begin in school, including in Eagle Online. February 1st is also the date that the Home Access Center opens for students to enter their course requests. So students will go into their Home Access Center. They can do that as early as February 1st, and they will choose the classes that they want to take next year. If students have questions about the course description or what happens in a specific course that's available to them, there's an academic handbook that's available with all the course descriptions on the Glen Oak webpage. The Home Access Center will close on February 19th, so students will not be able to enter requests after that date. If students do not enter course requests in the Home Access Center, the student's counselor will choose for them, and we strongly recommend that you choose for yourself. March 1st is the deadline to turn in applications for IB, AP, and the CCP intent form for classes taught at Glen Oak. May 1st is the deadline for CCP enrollment if you plan to take courses at the university campus. I'd like to spend a minute just reviewing our schedule change policy and really just the way that scheduling happens. So students will enter their course requests in the Home Access Center. And then from there, what we do is we look at all of those requests. And there's a very intense process that happens where we try to create a master schedule that allows for students to get as many requests as possible. But students know that oftentimes they aren't able to get every single request. So students will get their actual schedule, what classes they actually got at the end of May of this school year for next school year. So you'll be able to see what classes you got. Students are able to change their mind and change their schedule for any reason. We call it a change of mind schedule change through the first week of June. So no questions asked, we allow schedule changes. Once school starts, after that time, there's only 3 reasons why we allow schedule changes after that time. One is to upgrade the schedule. We allow you to add a class, and that's in the first 8 days of each semester. If you have a study hall and you want to add a class in place of a study hall, we allow you to do that if there's space in the class. Number 2 is if you can drop a class if you don't have a study hall at all. So you chose a maximum schedule, you got all your courses, and you have no study halls, but you really feel like you need one to maintain a healthy balance. We allow you to drop a class to get one study hall. And then the third is a level change. And this schedule change comes directly from the teacher. So here's an example of AP to US history. So if you're in AP class and the teacher is seeing that you're really struggling and it's in your best interest to take the on-level US history class, or vice versa. You're in an on-level history class and the teacher recommends that you bump up to the AP class. Lastly, I just want to share the counseling team's academic advising plan. So we will be doing class meetings with current freshmen and sophomores the first week in February. We'll be going into their classrooms, talking about some of this information and showing them how to get in the Home Access Center. With juniors, we're going to be doing a little bit more individual meeting to talk about classes for next year and their future plans. If students want individual appointments, if you feel like you need that, or parents want to sit down with a counselor virtually, then we are doing academic advising appointments through Google Meet. And the way that you schedule that is just to go to the counselor webpage on the Glen Oak website and find your student's counselor, click on their schedule to book an appointment. In CCP acuplacer testing, if you require acuplacer testing to get into a CCP class, then you would sign up for a time on a website that will be provided on the CCP intent form. If you have further questions about advanced placement, career tech, college credit plus, or IB, We recommend that you attend one of the virtual Google Meets on January 28th. Those links will be provided on the Glen Oak website to join. And again, you can come in at any time between 6:45 and 8:15 and ask questions. If you have further questions about what level of class you should be taking, we recommend you talk to your current teacher. If you would like to sit down with a counselor because you have further questions about courses to take next year, you can schedule an appointment on our counselor webpage. Thank you.